Welcome back, guys, to another beer review. You're watching All the Beer No Idea. I'm Baz. What we got coming up now is one that I picked up from Lidl's. I don't think it's been out. It's been out for a little while, but I don't think it's been out a hell of a long time. I mean, I think I've probably had it about 3 weeks. It's maybe been out a couple of months, and a few people have reviewed it. And this is from Down South Brewing, and this is Bitter is Better Double Hopped Citra IPA, 5.9%, 330ml can. I think this coming at £1.19, I believe. Certainly around the £1 to £1.30 mark anyway. So yeah, there's the branding. Cheap and nasty and looks bloody awful, but all we're interested in is what the beer's like. So let's get it out of the can and get it in the glass, see what we get. Hope you're well, enjoying your Friday night. Having a few beers yourselves, hopefully. Does look like there's a bit of sediment in here, I'm hoping. But we shall see. I reviewed one from M&S. A Citra, I think, IPA. And it was brewed for them from Oakham Ales. And somebody commented. And they actually mentioned this one in it. So if you happen to watch this one, they're clearly not the same beer. You know, M&S beers generally are exclusively brewed for them, so it's probably the same kind of beer, but not exactly the same. But we'll see what it's like anyway. So yeah, let's get on with it. Beer in a glass, got a bit of chill haze on there, but otherwise it's a golden sort of amber colour, clear as a bell. Apart from the chill haze, we've got a finger of quite spacious head on top. Not a lot going on in the glass. There is a little bit of carbonation going up, but not much. So let's get a nose in there, see what we get. A little bit hoppy. Typical sort of citrus sort of thing going on in there. A little bit of a malty backbone to it. Yeah, a bit of malt, bit of hop. Bit sort of like citra, which be the hop. And that's about it, really. Not an awful lot going on, but you know, once you've had one, I suppose you've had most of them. So without further ado, let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, nice enough for me. The first thing that hit me when I took a mouthful there, traditional IPA sort of thing. It's got that, I think there's quite a big sort of malt feel to the beer. And that always takes me back to sort of traditional sort of style beers. Obviously, I don't know, you know, I'm not an expert on the hops or nothing, and not as knowledgeable as some of you out there, but you know, I'm kind of thinking the citra hop thing is a more sort of craft beer sort of thing going on. But I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong. But it's got a big sort of malt backbone to it. So it's sort of traditional, I'm thinking. Sort of edging on the board of sort of like craft, you know. They're sort of mingling in between. And now I'll shut up and I'll get on with the review. Quite a decent body on it. It's quite nice. There is a malty sort of bready sweetness to it. You are getting the citrus. Carbonation's nice. I am jumping ahead of myself a little bit here. Body's quite nice. Carbonation's gentle. Quite smooth in the mouth. Like I say, malty. You're getting that sort of citrus thing going on. Nice gentle bitterness. There is sort of like a bready feel to it as well. The citrus thing in there is disguised a little bit for me. Maybe from the malts in it. probably from the malts in it, I would say it's sort of like hiding it a little bit, but it is in there, but very sort of subtle. It's more sort of grapefruit sort of thing going on for me. Bready maltiness. There's maybe a... It's quite a tricky little one really for me. You're getting that malt in there. You are getting citrus. You're getting a malty breadiness, which is giving it a slight sweetness. I think generally any sort of citrus sort of thing in there is possibly sweet, or that is the breadiness giving it the impression of sweetness. The bitterness side of it comes from a grapefruit thing that's coming through. Excuse me. And you kind of lose that hop thing then. I mean, yeah, there's not really enough for me hop side of this beer. It's more malt forward with a grapefruit bitterness to it, which, don't get me wrong, isn't bad. The bitterness isn't the nicest sort of bitterness I've had in a beer. Just seems a little bit harsh, a little bit rough around the edges. But it's more traditional style beer, this, for me. So yeah, I mean, 5.9%, you're certainly not getting the 5.9%. It's easy drinking, it's nice enough. For what you're paying for it, it's a decent enough beer. So yeah, Bitter is Better, double hop citra IPA from Lidl's. £1.19 I think it was. I mean, it's worth the money for what you're paying for it. More along the traditional side of an IPA for me. Although obviously it's going to be branded as craft, as they say. But yeah, it's all right. It's nice enough for what you're paying for it. Would I buy it again? I'd probably look at other stuff first, but I would happily drink it again and not really moan about it. So yeah, that's my views on this beer. Bit of a rambled on one, I do apologise. If you've had this beer before, let me know what you think. Just looking at the can, I've got them little natty flies hanging around. Get out of it. Yeah, if you've had this beer before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment, like and share and all that malarkey. Feel free to subscribe, it's free, it won't cost you nothing. I'm going to end it there so I don't ramble on for hours. So thank you all for watching, enjoy your Friday night, and I'll see you again on another beer review. Cheers.